Hey guys, I'm Anna. Today I'm going to be showing you how to distress denim. So whenever I wear these jeans right here, these black ones, I get so many compliments or questions like, where did you get those jeans? It's like, they don't really, it's like, yeah, I bought them plain black and I distressed them myself. So I probably did them about 3 years ago and they still look like this. The knee has definitely expanded. I mean, it used to be smaller, but you know, over the years, it's got the busted knee look. And so today I'm going to recreate this distressed look with my plain white jeans, and hopefully I do a little bit better job this time. I don't think I'm going to make the knee as big based off of what happened with this black pair, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, my dog joined me for the next part. So first I'm going to start with the materials that you're going to need. So cardboard, if you're cutting with a razor blade so you don't cut through the other half of the jeans. So you can either use a razor blade for the cutting, scissors, or a serrated knife. So personally, when I did the scissors, it was when I accidentally made like the bigger cut with the busted knee. And the razor blade was a lot harder to cut, like these open holes, so I didn't go as far, but these actually turned out the best. So you can really, and I haven't tried the knife method yet, so we're gonna see which one works the best in this video, but those are the 3 materials you need. You don't necessarily need the razor blade, but if you have one, I liked that method the best the first time I did it. And then the sandpaper at the very end, just to do some distressed looks, like the pockets right here, to add some flair to it. So, oh, one more thing, chalk pencil, if you want to figure out ahead of time where you want to mark your holes, like where exactly your knee is. So let's see, my knee's right here, so I know that's my knee. This one I'll probably want to go a little above, and then I do like kind of distressed patches right here that are smaller, and then maybe one on this side. Don't go too crazy the first time, because you can always add more, but you can't take it away once you cut. Hi, big girl. Step 1, put the cardboard inside of the jeans. Step 2 is you cut your slits. So you're going to have to cut 2 slits about 1 inch apart, 1 inch or 2, depending how big you want your hole to be. And you cut it, this one I'm doing a smaller patch, so I was only going to cut it about 2 inches in length. And after you cut it, you start pulling out the vertical strings. You can tell it's kind of hard to pull with your fingers. So I'm grabbing a pair of tweezers to help pull out these vertical fabric strings. So there's a ton of them, so it'll take a little bit of time, but after you get a hang of pulling a few out, it'll start to become much faster, and you can kind of see the pattern. It's leaving in the horizontal strings, which will be your distressed strings that stay in the jean, but the vertical ones are all of the strings that you must pull out. Hole number 1, and then I also pull some of these so it doesn't look as straight. It was that line that you cut with the razor blade to give it more of that distressed look. And also at the end, we'll go over the edges with sandpaper. Now the edges look a little bit fluffier and not as straight cut lines. And that, after you wash it as well, will start to look more distressed and not like you cut it straight with some scissors. Now I'm going to cut my second hole over the knee on the line that I had already drew with my blue pencil. And I'm going to make 2 lines again, about 1.5 inches apart this time, to make a little bit bigger hole. And then I start pulling the vertical strings again and use my tweezers to help pull them out. And then we're going to take the sandpaper and do it across the top edge. And then again, the bottom edge that we had cut with the razor blade. Just to take away from that kind of clean cut look. And if you don't want it to be a perfect box, then you can take one end and elongate it if you want this side to be a little different. So the next knee that I'm going to do, I'm going to cut, my doggy's right here, a line here, leave a little bit of space. You need it big enough that you don't accidentally cut, so it'll stay put for 3 years. And then you'll do another razor blade cut here. So this is going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. Okay, this time I'm gonna start with sanding a little bit, just to give it more of a distressed look in the whole area that I wanna do it on. And I knew for my other leg that my knee is about here, the chalk mark I just erased when I sanded, but that'll be fine. And so that means to get the 4 look, we're gonna have to do probably another inch. I'm gonna do above actually. There's that space that I'm gonna have. There we go. So this is going to be, this is where the scissors come in handy just to do some quick splits. This is going to be the space. Still sitting here. It takes a long time, FYI, so definitely give yourself at least an hour to do this. So here it is stacked, and over time and after you wash it, it will kind of roll in and smaller when you put it on. And then you can do a few in between, take it out, but not all of them. Otherwise that'd be a pretty big hole. But just to make these look more frayed, also grab that sandpaper and definitely do that. Just to get more of that frayed look at the bottom instead of that straight line. Just subtle touch to help it not look like you did it yourself. See how the edges right here look more frayed because we used the sandpaper. Okay, I'm gonna do one more up here. And you can grab those scissors to cut it a little bit more. And then pull again. A lot of pulling. Patch complete. Sandpaper time. And I personally like having some of the white edges if you don't pull them off, but they're just kind of on the sides. I think that still looks pretty good and naturally distressed. Okay, now say you want to do more of a texture patch like this, like a lot smaller. We're only going to make one slit and then just kind of rough it up. So let's do that one right above this one. When I say one slit, kind of just go in the same area a few times. There we go. So now it's got more of that holy look. And then just distress all around it. And then keep sanding. You definitely want to do the pockets. Because these are white, it won't notice as much if it was black or regular denim. But still, and then you can add like a little, not really going with a hole, but just fluffing it up a little bit right there to add some texture. So this is where the razor blade comes in handy over a pair of scissors. So do that same thing to the other side. Get kind of creative, maybe on the smaller pocket. Do some distressing. You can't really see, sorry, right here. There we go. and then make sure you do a little bit too on the butt area. So make sure that cardboard still is maybe underneath in the pocket. Kind of got dark from the cardboard right there, but just a little bit more of a distressed look. That's the same on the front and back. So let's try these on. We've got distressing right here, a hole right here, a small hole on this knee, a larger double hole on this knee, and then some small distressing up on this thigh. They're done. Are you ready? Do. Okay, so we've got, this was the one slit, just the added extra. This is the slit, and then we add the wood sandpaper to get the distressed look on the edges. Same over here. This one was another where we did, this was the side where we did the double, so one right here, big space, and then another one at the bottom that was thicker, and one more right here. So, and then we added our distressed details around the pockets. So there we go, 2 pairs of distressed jeans. Both of these jeans that I wore are the AG Farrah Skinny. They are a little bit more of a stretch denim material than they are like the regular denim, so they are a little bit harder to distress, but you can tell I had no problems doing it to both the white and the black. And there you go, happy distressing.